Start another one. All right, video 2. That white plate has hookups, and you can see this coax goes to your satellite receiver. There is an HDMI port that you really can't see very well, but it's up here on the top, next to this coax, up on top. When you plug an HDMI cable into that, it goes to that 1x4 box in the basement so that it goes to all 4 televisions. And then you got your Blu-ray player and plenty of outlets back there. Soundbar, TV, coming across the front here, this box right here, as configured, the TV will not work with the ignition on. By law, I can't change that. I can tell you though, what I tell everybody, if the TV works while you're driving, it's because that box has been removed or disconnected. Take from that what you will. Storage up here. And above the driver's seat, this rear panel is your incoming 50 amp and breakers. This front panel is from the inverter. So the power from the rear panel goes out to the inverter, comes back here, and all of the circuits that are here run off the inverter, which will run off your batteries. Up here, the sticker has all your paint codes on it, and the date it was painted and all the information you need on your bodywork stuff. Both chairs swivel. On the front of the chair, you pull on that, and that swivels. They're both 6-way power seats. In the driver's area, this main power is the same as the main power in the doorway that I showed you when we first came in here. Docking lights. You got 2 lights on the left side, 2 lights on the right side, 2 lights on the rear, and a switch for each pair of lights. Air horn. Turn it on. It's air horn. Turn it off. And it's city horn. Pedal slide. When the ignition's on, it moves its pedals in and out. Map lights. On, off, or auto. When they're on, and again, each light has a push button right in the center of the light. So when they're on, they're on. When they're off. And in auto mode, they come on when you open the entry door like dome lights on a car. Tag dump. Forward is auto, center is off, hold the rear to dump it manually. Most of my customers, I just tell them, put it forward in auto and leave it there. Battery boost. That connects all your batteries together. Engine brake. Off, low, and high. Play with that when you're driving, see what you like, and there you go. This button here controls your dash display. So when the ignition is on, oh, well, you can see that. All right, see that display? Okay, if I go forward on this rocker switch, which is sideways, it changes the display. If I go down, it scrolls through the display. You can do diagnostics, you can do self-tests, you can set everything, do setup on that display. And by toggling it, you can decide what you want to look at while you're driving. Again, driver has control of all 4 shades on the front windshield. Driver side day, driver side night, passenger side day, passenger side night. Mirror control, flip the center switch left or right for the choose a mirror, and use the little arrows to move the mirror up and down. Mirror defrost is heated mirrors. headlights all the way up. So one click is marker lights, second click is headlights. Panel lights, dimmer or brighter. I don't know if you can see this in this light, but I can dim these panel lights or brighten them with this dimmer switch. Fog lights, sorry, I touched the horn. Accent lights are the marker lights around the headlights and tail lights. Ready? Jacks. Turn it on. The jacks are currently down. I think. No, they're not. Hit auto. And they run down automatically. The green blinking indicator is telling us that it thinks it's pretty close to level. When it's all done leveling, it'll be a solid green indicator. You can tell from the video, but we are moving slightly as it levels. Also, you'll see these lights light up. That means it's low on that side. So ideally, you want all 4 lights out, and then the center light will stay solid when it's done auto leveling. To manual level, you press and hold the manual button until the light comes on and stays on, and then use the 4 arrows to level. Auto leveling is great. The only problem most people have with auto leveling is auto don't necessarily, his idea of level and your idea of level may not be the same. Therefore, it's not unusual to auto level your coach and then have to touch it up manually depending on where you're at and what you like. There are also places where auto leveling will not work. And in that case, you'll just have to manually level to get as close as you can. Alright, as you can see, it's done. The center light's on solid green. We're done. To put the jacks away, we hit all retract, and it puts the jacks away. If we didn't like the way it leveled, we press the on-off button, turn it off, turn it back on, press and hold the manual button till that light comes on. Now I can raise the front, the right, left, whatever I want. I can level it manually. In retract mode, you can just bump it down. So let's say you get somewhere and you get it all the way leveled, open the door and it's way too high. Put it in manual mode and you can just bump it down. Turn the power off, turn it back on, hit retract all, and it puts all the jacks away. Your headlights, dimmer is right here. High and low beam. Turn signals. Left turn, right turn. Cruise control on the steering wheel. Alright? This is headlight flash. Blinks your headlights. I tell people that's please. Please pull over, please let me pass you. Cruise control on, off, resume, set, cancel. When you are idling, because this is a new engine with DEF, we turn the cruise on and we hit resume. And the RPMs will go to 1,000 RPMs. If we wanted to warm it up, we can hold resume. And you can see I can set the RPMs to 1,500 to let it warm up. Hit set, and it goes back to 1,000. Step on the brakes, it goes back to a normal idle. On your gauges here, top on the left side, you have air pressure, front and rear. It really doesn't necessarily mean so much front or rear as it does the fact that we have 2 air systems. So in case we have a leak, we don't lose all the air at once. Down below we have a voltmeter, and we have our fuel gauge, and then the green LEDs are our DEF gauge. In the middle we have a speedometer. On the right we have a tachometer on the top, oil pressure and engine temp on the bottom. These 2 arrows here are the same as the switch that I showed you over there. Sideways arrow and up down arrow. down arrow. On the right side of the steering wheel, on the top, excuse me, used to be called ICC flash, whatever you want to call it, Barker flash. I tell people it's thank you. Blinks your lights to say thanks. Down below is your windshield wiper. High or low, hit it once it's low, hit it again it's high, hit it again it's low. Wash, off, and delay. The delay is kind of cool because you hit it once. If it's a light rain, you hit it once, it wipes, and then when you need it again, you hit it again, and now the time between button presses is your delay. So, pull up on this knob for tilt, push down for telescope. Shifter. Reverse neutral drive. No park. Park is the brake. Pull the knob out to set them, push it in to drive. Show a lot of people this. This allows you to upshift and downshift when you're in drive. Press them both, and if we're not leveled, right? So press them again. Oil life, filters, trans health, goes. There we go. Camera, horizon, or hitch. That's your rear camera. So right now it's looking straight down. Now it's in auto mode. Now it's in horizon mode. Generator start and stop. On your radio, center button. There's your screen here. There's Bluetooth. Hook your phone up. AV is an AV input. So now we can see camera view, HD radio.
It is fascinating to see.
All right, you got a mute button. Navigation. There's the map. Of course, we're in a parking lot behind our building, so we're not exactly on the map. And then it goes back to camera mode. Oh. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto hookup, TV input, and then your heat, cool. And then this remote here is for your overhead TV, and this remote is for your slide out. Turn it on, pick a slide, like the bed slide, press the button, and extend and retract. ODS, these are the front slides. In the bedroom, it's bed slide and vanity slide. Again, different people. Everybody writes their own thing. Got a little storage drawer here with more paperwork in it. And that is pretty much the tour. So, I want to thank you for doing business and making a purchase through Motorhomes to Go in TerryTown. And if you have any issues, sure contact your salesman or our service department, and we'll be more than happy to try anything we can to get this to resolve for you. You have a great day, and thanks again very much. Bye.